Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, guys. In this video, this is something I've been wanting to do for actually a couple of weeks now. So this video is different. I know it's a long one. I get it. It's like over 10 minutes. I know, but there's a lot that we want to talk about, or that I want to talk about, that I want to address overall with the GTA 5 online environment. Not so much, well, and the community and the environment. It's in a rant video. Well, if you want to consider it a rant video, it's a positive rant video. Okay. You know, there's been a lot of negative rant videos talking about, you know, I mean, it's really just beating the damn horse to death. You know, a lot of people just talking about shitty YouTubers and this and that, and you know, that's a given. And I never ever wanted to make a rant video like that because, for one, it's lazy, it's predictable, and nothing against those guys. I mean, I know as much exposure as we can get on these shitty ass YouTubers, I understand. But you know, it's been years now, and these guys have been out. I'm not even going to mention any names. They've been there. They're not going anywhere. They're going to keep being. You can't really hate the player. All you can do is hate the game. The game is YouTube and YouTube viewers, and if people keep watching it, they're going to keep making it. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? But what this video is all about is, man, GTA 5 Online, the community, the environment, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right. Okay? This is the video I've been wanting to make for a while. I actually was scrolling through some stuff before I was getting footage for this. We're here on Ty's World, a car show of like venue that I made or whatever, just to have fun and stuff like that. And I was actually watching one of GTA Men's videos, and he was like, you know, he's getting on the positivity thing here. He's doing a new series talking about, you know, finding, I guess, hidden gems in the YouTube community that are worth talking about, that have quality content and stuff like that. And I actually saw a couple people actually voted me on there. It was so cool. I had a couple of votes for his next video. That was awesome. I think that was so cool. You know, and that's where we need to go. The game has been out since what, 2013. It's been on next gen since like 15, something like that. 2014, 2015, 2016. I can't remember the exact dates, but the game's been out for a while. A lot of people were like, you know, I remember a couple years ago, actually, people were like, "Oh, GTA 5 is dead. It's dead, bro." But what you don't realize is that GTA 5 has been the top-selling game and still is the top-selling game in the majority of all markets, European markets, UK markets, American markets, worldwide markets. GTA 5 is still one of the best-selling forms of media out there. The game is not dead. Is it as strong as it was? No. I mean, but that's like anybody. It's like a soccer player, or a football player, or a basketball player. As they start to age, their game slows down. But if they still got it, they still got it. You know what I mean? It's still nice to see them, you know, go yard and hit a 450 footer. You know, it's still nice to see him hit a windmill dunk. You know what I mean? It's still nice for him to hit a nice little a little cross from the corner or something like that. You know, they still got it, and that's the same with GTA. And GTA is one of these games where it's just monumental. It really is. You know, it's made so many people rich and famous, and it's entertained so many people. I mean, hell, I've played this game for I think it's like over like 3,500 hours now of actual gameplay or something like that. So, and that's really cool, and that's a really fun form of media. Now, we get it, Rockstar, with, you know, the gun running DLC that hit us pretty hard. It was a big paywall DLC, and out of like the 30 DLCs that they've dropped that have been free, that's really the only one that was kind of, you know, like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? The other ones, and everything, all the price was going up incrementally and stuff like that. But yeah, that was a rough one, but it was still decent content. It was still quality. You know, you have to give them, you know, you have to give them props and credit where credit's due. But the community is okay. As you know, as the audience of GTA gets a little bit older, right? It's been out for 4 years, so some people that were playing it, maybe they were 15, now they're 19, or maybe they were, you know, 16, now they're 20. As people start to get a little bit older, as the light starts to shine through the darkness, people are realizing that a lot of these, you know, shitty ass YouTubers that are just, you know, poison out there, they're not getting the same kind of views, they're not getting the same kind of subs. They are slowing down. Are they going to go anywhere? No. But people get, you know, the cat's out of the bag, and, you know, quality YouTubers are people that, you know, are doing a good job. Now, will they ever reach the numbers of these other big YouTubers? Probably not, because it's already, you know, it's saturated. Unfortunately, you know, some of these YouTubers, they started out really good, and then they just turned to shit once they were just going after every single view instead of just trying to make quality content and helping people out. You know, I've always wanted to help people out, show people my creative side. You know, that's why I do my tutorials and reviews and things like that. And I put as much effort as I can into them. And people start to notice that. Now, will I ever be like, you know, some of these big YouTubers with over 1 million views or 1 million, you know, subscribers and millions of views on each one of my videos? You know, probably not. I would love to. That'd be great. You know, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay, and that's probably not going to happen for a lot of these good quality YouTubers that are now starting to be, you know, seen and starting to get recognition, and that's okay. That is okay. You know, we're going to get what we're going to get. We're going to get the credit that's due. You know, that's just, you know, it's going to happen. We're going to get what we, you know, are. We're going to get out of it what we've been putting into it. We really have, and that's what it should be. You know, and it's unfortunate that it had to happen that way, where the shitty ones, you know, made it through. But that's just the way it is. Once again, you can't hate the player. All you can do is hate the game. But the state, the environment of GTA, it is okay. You know, this game, even, you know, we've got what, 2 years before the next, at the very least, 2 years before the next GTA game comes out. You know, you've got other Rockstar projects like Red Dead and Bully. Those games will be great. I don't think they're going to have the same impact that GTA 5 did. I really, really don't. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I get proved wrong on that. But I don't think that Red Dead is, you know, what are you going to do? Take your horse into paint spray and, you know, get like new hooves and a new saddle and it's going to go fast. I mean, they might do something like that, but I just don't think it's going to be as immersive. Now, they may totally, once again, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. You know, but GTA is going to be here for, you know, before GTA 6 comes out, a solid 2 more years, in my opinion, at least. And then, you know, it'll probably be out for a couple more years after that. I mean, look how much traction that GTA 4 still has. Look how much traction that GTA 5 on last gen still has, and things like that. So, you know, it's all right. It's going to be okay. You know, there's a lot of what I've noticed is that the GTA community is very, very defensive. A lot of people, you know, I refer to it as being very, very cliquish, kind of like a high school thing. But you can't blame them. You know, you really can't blame them, because there's so many pretenders out there. You know, and I understand this, and they don't want to get, you know, they don't want to have to go through the whole process of making a digital relationship just to find out a little bit later on that that person's just a troll. You know, and they've invested, because, you know, investing in a digital relationship with somebody, you know, a friendship and things, it's a lot of work. It really is. In some ways, it's much more work than in real life. And, you know, hanging out with people, you know, because at least you're right there face to face, and people can't be behind a keyboard and be a keyboard warrior. You know what I mean? So, and I get that. I understand. But that's all right, and that's okay. We're still going to do our thing. We're still going to make our quality content. You know, I don't see YouTube is not a main thing for me. It's not ever going to be. You know, I have a full-time job. You know what I mean? I do my thing. Whether or not, you know, I have this job or another job or whatever, this is not going to be my main source of income or the way I support myself or my family. It's just it's a good side hustle. Everybody, you know, I've talked about that before. Everybody should have a side hustle, no matter what it is. I prefer it to be legal. All right, don't get any kind of illegal activities, but it's going to be all right, man. I applaud the YouTubers that, you know, and they're mainly the smaller YouTubers that are trying to be positive, that are trying to stay together with a network and a community. And, you know, I'm not trying to say, hey, you know, we all have to, you know, come together and, you know, like, you know, brag about each other and link each other and stuff like that. But you just stay positive. You know, stay in everyone just needs to stay in their lane and do their thing and, you know, have fun with it. Because honestly, this is what I don't get about a lot of things. The GTA world, I mean, you know, I know if you're a smaller YouTuber, this may be different or whatever. But, you know, once you start getting your name out there and stuff like that, you know, my YouTubers are the same subscribers to the majority of all these other YouTubers. And a lot of their subscribers are subscribed to me. You know, I go into people's live broadcast, I say what's up, and they're like, hey, Ty, what's going on? You know, they know me, and I know them. I've seen them in my broadcast. So, you know, we're a tight-knit community. We're like a, you know, a little neighborhood. You know what I mean? So, and that's okay. It's okay to, you know, hang out and be cool and, you know, and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's okay. I don't want people to see it like it's a major competition because, you know, to be honest, we're out here just, you know, we're playing with pennies, not $100 bills. You know what I mean? So it's not that big of a deal. Just enjoy it and have fun. And that's why, you know, we all started out YouTube. You know, of course, everyone's like, oh yeah, let me get rich. I'm gonna get famous and stuff. But really, it's for fun. You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, I'm an old ass dude. I'm an old school gamer. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be, you know, in my 80s making YouTube videos and stuff like that. Well, who knows? Maybe I will, right? But, you know, the whole point of this is that the environment, it's, you know, the community is strong. It's going to be here. You know, it's a Rockstar community. It's a GTA community. You know, I know for me personally, you know, I'll be playing GTA 5 all the way until GTA 6 comes out. If GTA 6 is trash, I'll be playing GTA 5, you know. The grind for me never stops. The hustle never stops. It's fun. It's a good time. I really do enjoy it. So I want everyone to kind of reciprocate this. You know, remember, it's so easy to be a keyboard warrior, and you know, why isn't it easy? You know, in a negative sense. So why can't it be that easy in a positive sense? And so that's just my whole thing on it. You know what I mean? I guess this is like a positive rant, but you know, it's so fun to, you know, watch videos of other YouTubers stuff. Do whatever you want to do. If you're a YouTuber, do your thing. You know, don't let no one tell you different. Don't, you know, if you don't want to follow a trend, don't follow a trend. Do what you want to do and enjoy it. And if you put a lot of time and effort, energy into it, and you love it, you'll be successful at it. Everyone's always like, Ty, you know, how do you get subs, this and that, or whatever. I don't know. There is no magic, you know, bullet or dart. Just do what you want to do. Put effort, put quality into it, and have a good time. And just know that, you know, the community is okay. GTA 5 online is okay. You know, hell, I'm just now going back through story mode and making videos on that and stuff, you know. So everything is all good, man. It's gonna be all right. There's a lot of negativity out there, but just, you know, if you don't, it's kind of like a shitty TV show. If the show is shitty and terrible, just don't watch it, man. Just change the channel and find you a different channel. You know, watch America's Funniest Home Videos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man. It's all good. You know, all this negativity out there. Just turn the blinders on. Shrug that off the shoulders and just go about your business, man. Have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Stay dangerous. That's the most important thing, right? All right, you guys have a good one, man. You know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the Ills or Reels content. The game, make sure you smash. I mean, it's must smash that like button. Stay dangerous. All right.